Now, if you're playing Madden 22 current gen, pay attention because I'm gonna show you guys a defense that still works very well. The reason it does is because in Madden 22 next gen, they actually nerfed it. In Madden 22 current gen, they didn't. So next gen has a nerf, 22 current gen doesn't have the nerf. I hope I said that all right, man. That already sounds confusing in my head. That's why I said it a little bit slower. Anyway, make sure you guys drop a like on today's video, become a member. The 335 wide meta that works in both current gen and next gen is in the member section. So the actual scheme is based off next gen. However, it has came from the current gen. That's where it was created. That's where people would run it. It's not as good on next gen that it is on current gen. So even though you see it on next gen in my member section, it still works better in current gen, homies. I promise. All right. After you drop a like, subscribe, especially if you're new, you're gonna wanna learn everything I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys this defense, okay? Now right here, auto defensive play call, we don't really care. Auto alignment, we're gonna change to man, ball in air. We're gonna go to ball in air defense. We're gonna go to play ball. Cornerback matchups by speed. And then we're gonna start our flats at 20, okay? So 20, so follow my lead, all right? We're gonna be in the multiple defense playbook. We're gonna be in the 3-3-5. Now we're gonna substitute the bums out. We're gonna take this guy out, put Stevens, okay? He's linebacker, we need speed. Queen is 89 speed. I'll go ahead and leave speed there. And then here, we can either put Stone or we can put Washington. I didn't look at their ratings yet, but I'm gonna go with Owe because Owe is an 89 speed, I already know. And then on my pass rushers, just make sure the best one's there. Houston has a higher block shed rating than Derek, so I'll put Houston on the right outside linebacker. Now you can come over here and put a corner, okay? So right here, we're gonna go ahead and put Averett, okay? Because we get user him. And it will leave Chuck Clark there. You could probably put someone else there if you want, but I would just leave him, right? So if you got to make tackles, these guys can't make tackles. Averett, if you see my gameplays, he barely makes tackles, but your safeties will be able to stop runs. So don't just put cornerbacks out there and you don't know what you're doing. Name of the play is going to be cover 2 man. Now, in Madden 22 next gen, there is an over the top where it's nerfed. You can't shade over the top. You can't press and shade over the top. What are we in here? Tight offset 10. Let's just pick Y out, okay? All right, so here's gonna be the setup. It's gonna be the initial setup that I would run with. I'm gonna press, okay, because you can press in Madden 22 current gen. Press by wire triangle left stick down. Then we're gonna shade over the top. Now, wire triangle right stick up for over the top. Now, it kind of doesn't make sense because we still need to make adjustments to these guys shade down and over the top. However, this is my just train of thought because I don't always do that with these guys, okay? So I wanna make sure that my press shade over the top and then shade outside. Now, here's the idea. Tight formations, the routes that kill you are the ones that usually go outside. So wire triangle, right stick to the outside. That means your corners and your safe or whoever's in man defense is gonna try their best to play corner routes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there's a drag in this play, which I think there is, Aaron Rodgers is gonna dump it off quick. Okay, so the next set of adjustments we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and take these guys and put them in curl flats. Okay, so select them left stick to the right, select him left stick to the right, or you can do it manually by bringing up your adjustments by pressing wire triangle twice really fast, and then we have them in curl flats. Now remember, we changed the flats, not the curl flats, but the regular flats to 20. So what we need to do is shade down again and shade up. That's gonna put cloud flats out there. If we shade down, you're gonna hurt yourself because you're gonna have hard flats and your whole defense is gonna play underneath, which means a streak over the top of your dome piece. So we're gonna go ahead and shade back over the top, all right? And this is how we're gonna run the play. We can spread the D-line, QB contain. And if you want to pass commit. I don't recommend it, but you can. You can pass commit, and then all we're gonna do with our user is watch over the top. Now, if there's a drag, the AI is smart enough. Aaron Rodgers is gonna hit the drag probably once he snaps the ball. So let's just see how he plays this. Boom. Okay, he doesn't. He does have the drag though. Okay, so you see how he hit that drag. This is where you start to play chess with your opponent. So what we'll do is the same setup: press, shade over the top, shade outside. Shade down, shade up. Now, after we QB contain, we're gonna go ahead and put Y, which is Williams, on a spy. That's going to, and in Madden 22 next gen, that's another thing. You can't just do this setup no more. So this is what I'm saying. This is specific to Madden 22 current gen, this defense, because it's very powerful. And in Madden 22 next gen, you're gonna get penalized. If they run inside zone, I'm gonna get pancaked. My whole defense gonna fall over. It's just gonna look stupid, all right? So right here, we're gonna stop the drag coming over the middle if that's what he's looking for, and we can look for the post routes, anything. Remember, we shaded outside, so we should have outside leverage. We have cloud flats to 20, which means they should stop corner routes. It's just lovely right here. The only thing that can beat us, right there, he's actually throwing that, bro, like instantly, just as I would imagine. Okay, and I bet he'll even throw it if I sit there with my user. So shade down, shade up, curl flat, shade down, shade up, QB spy, QB contain. Make sure you shade outside. What am I doing? Shade outside. Where's this guy going, bro? Oh, I base aligned, bro. My bad. Accident. Don't base align. Okay, we're man aligned. That's why we put that setup there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit right here. Sit right here. Boom. Wait for this. I got blocked by my own guy. All right. He's got really nowhere to go. We're gonna send the guy that's on a spy. And that happens when you send 3. So be careful with that. You know what I mean? You got to be careful because he would have the time. You could probably user rush that. That's another thing you can do. You can actually user rush this. Don't put the spy, shade outside, and what I mean by user rush is just come in and bounce off. Now, if you want to stop underneath routes like he's hitting right there, this is what you do, okay? You're going to go ahead and press shade underneath, keep these guys in blues, put this guy on a third and bring him out here, okay? Like this, just like that. This would be the setup, shade underneath inside, put this guy on a spy, QB contain. Now remember, people typically roll out of pocket. They're not, and this is what I mean. You saw how he waited a long time in the pocket waiting for that route to bounce back off the sidelines. That's not gonna happen in game because people don't sit in the pocket that long. They will roll out. So here we go again, we shade underneath. We actually shaded outside, but remember these guys are on blue zone, so you have to be careful. We can come back to cloud flats, bring these guys in. Just like this, QB contain. Now remember, we're shading outside, shading over the top, and we got cloud flats out there. So now he's really gonna have it. He's throwing it anyway, bro. This guy's throwing it instantly. You're not gonna see that online. You're gonna lock people up. Now another thing that I like to do is I will take Y and put him on a bluff blitz. So now I have a 3 red cook. You see me in my older gameplays, I run this setup. It works really well. Boom. He's just throwing over and over. I don't know why he's doing that, bro. That's just beyond me. Let's go ahead and pick a different play because Aaron Rodgers being a bum, bro. So let's come over here. Back to the same play, 3-3-5. Cover 2 man, and let's just pick bunch. We'll pick a bunch play. And we'll put speed dig, doesn't matter. Same setups. And then we can go ahead and put Y on a 3 red cook, right? And we can bite underneath routes if we want. You can shade outside or inside, doesn't matter. If you think it's a deep post, shade inside. You know what I mean? They'll play inside routes. You can watch underneath or you can watch this guy, doesn't matter. Looks like this guy. He's got a curl route right here. Okay, this is a thing that I do in online gameplays, okay? What I do in online gameplays is I always hit stick people. I try. Now, if they do, like you saw it through that curl route, you can stop that curl route by shading underneath and putting this guy on an inside third. And then go ahead and put this guy on a spy. Boom. So now we have outside shading with inside thirds, and that guy should play the curl route a little bit better, but now I got to watch these routes. Got nowhere to go. You see how we shade it? Let me show you guys when you shade underneath and they throw those little curl routes like he did last time. Let me go to instant replay so you can see it. The significance of shading underneath and all that. The curl route comes, I think it's this curl route, okay? Boom. And he's waiting right there, waiting to just snatch the ball, okay? As previously, he was behind him because I shaded to the top. Let me show you guys the significance. Look where this guy's sitting, okay? Where this guy's sitting. Bro, did he disappear? He's waiting so he can just pick it off, okay? Now let me shade over the top and he can run that same play. Press, shade over the top, and then we won't put a 3 red cook over there. Shade over the top and inside. All right, let's see what happens now with that play. We're just waiting on Rodgers. All right. Okay, all right, you see, you're gonna see it now. You see why he got open, all right? So the curl routes, if they're constantly looking at that, come back to the instant replay so you guys can see just how important shading is. This should just tell you everything you need to know, okay? Here comes our tight end. Now remember how close the guy was the last time we shaded underneath? Now look at him. He don't even know what the hell's, he's waiting for over the top. He's waiting for him to take off. You see that? He's like in a ready position, but this guy stops and that's where he gets the separation. Now we run that back, shade underneath, put this guy on the inside third. You know what I mean? Shade underneath inside, boom. Here we go. Watch these routes that would get over the top. Pick is exactly what we're looking for. You guys see that now, right? Make sure you guys pay attention to this video. Do the setups I usually, if you're gonna be running zone defense, make sure you go back to your coaching adjustments, bro, and change them from man alignment to default. Keep your cornerback matchups by speed and just change your zone drops. Now you can change your cloud flats to play hard flats when you shade over the top. That's another thing you can do. Just experiment with it, mess around with it. You guys will figure it out. Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.